The Hidden Channel. What's going on, y'all? Ooh, it's early. It's not too early. I'm a little tired though. Was up all night. First off, y'all, I gotta apologize for the two videos yesterday. Yes, I did have a couple of beers, and since I don't drink hard liquor at all. Since I don't drink like that at all, 2 or 3 beers will have me fucked up. Those 16-ounce cans. It'll definitely have me tipsy. And yes, every once in a while, I will have a drink. And let me tell you why every once in a while I have a drink, y'all. It's because at my job, you know, I'm a cook, right? At my job, we only get 15% discounts on our meals, right? 15%. Most kitchens you work in, when you're a cook, you eat for free. The worst I've ever seen it was 50% off. I've never seen 15% off of employee meals. So the owner is a real dickhead, y'all. I mean, and you only get 15% off your meals, but what you do get when you get off of the clock, when you clock out, is a free beer or two sometimes. Now these beers are like, sometimes they'll charge $4 to $6 a customer. Usually it's $4. But if you give me 2 beers, that's $8. Instead of just giving me 2 beers, why don't you give me 50% off of my employee meal? You know what I mean? Or even just the one beer. Take that one beer plus the 15%, and that'll be close to 50% off. Why don't you just give us 50% off? It's not going to cost him any money to do 50% off. You know what I mean? We should just be paying for the food costs. That's it. If you that cheap and you don't want nobody to have free meals, then we should only be paying for the food costs, which 50% off should cover. Now, y'all know I got bad feet, right? I got bad feet. I was a full-time worker at my job. I was working probably around 50 hours a week. And he wanted to make me the kitchen manager. Which I didn't want to be the kitchen manager because he's a real dickhead, y'all. Like, he really is a true dickhead. And he wanted me to be the kitchen manager. But my feet started going real bad, y'all. And they pretty much gave out on me. They've been bad for a minute, but they started getting decent. And I was able to work 2 jobs and my feet stood up well. They weren't hurting like that. And then working for his ass, they started going bad again. I couldn't walk. I woke up one morning, I couldn't walk. So I called off for 3 days straight. That whole weekend, it was a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I called off. I had a few days off. So then he came to me, so I was the only cook. So it made him go hurry up and get another cook, right? We finally got another cook to come in and stay. I was the only cook for like 6 months. Yeah, I'm doing everything. Saute, grill, prep. I was doing a pizza cook because we were selling pizzas at that time, making the dough from scratch. I'm doing all this, y'all, by myself. Feet go bad, boom, he hires somebody, and he comes to me, he was like, all right, buddy. He was like, you know, since your feet situation, he was like, you know, I can probably take you down the weekends. Is that okay? I was like, yeah, just take me down the weekends. It's fine with me. I should have known better, though. And then he was like, and to keep me part-time. Well, of course, that lasted for about 2 weeks. He worked me just for the weekends, kept me part-time for 2 weeks, or just worked me on the weekends for 2 weeks. Then the following week, he gave me a few more hours. I think he had worked me on a Wednesday. He worked me 4 days. And the following week, he worked me another 4 days. They were still part-time, so I wasn't tripping. And this week, he pretty much had me back at full-time hours again. But you know what? I ain't tripping. Without even asking me. I just think that's a dickhead move. And you know, I knew he was a dickhead anyway because he made me all type of promises when I started there. See, I could have just kept my job downtown. Now, the good thing about this job is it's right around the corner from where I live at. So if I drive there, it's going to take me like 4 or 5 minutes. If I bike there, it's going to take me 4 or 5 minutes if I hop on my bicycle. So it's right down the street. If I walk there, it'll probably be a 10-minute walk, maybe 15-minute walk. I don't know. I got bad feet. Can't walk fast no more. It'll probably be like a 15-minute walk if I was to walk there. Not bad at all. Maybe 10. I don't know if I was walking fast. But anyways, it's not bad at all. So I like that. So, you know, the job downtown is a little bit further, so it's beneficial for me because when it was cold outside, you know, it would have just been better to go in there with all the snow stuff on the ground than having to go downtown. Okay, so he convinced me to leave my other job which was downtown. I was working for him at his pizza place in the mornings and working at this other job, this bar at night as a cook. And he convinced me to leave there. He was like, hey man, if you leave there, I'll give you $1 extra at the job. If you leave that night job and come to this night job, I'll give you $1 extra, and I'll make sure you stay with like 55 hours a week, because that's what I was pretty much working. He was like, I'll make sure you stay around 55 hours until you go down to just the one job. I was like, cool, that's perfect. Of course it didn't happen. I left that job, went to him, and of course I wasn't getting anywhere near 50 to 55 hours. I don't even think I was getting 40, y'all. Like, he was really just, when I started working for him, all his employees had quit, because he has the pizza place and then he has a job that I work at now. The pizza place is shut down because he just wasn't a lot of traffic where he was at. So we brought the pizza oven into the restaurant that we at now, and now we make pizzas there too, which is just annoying, especially when I was the only cook. And then he took them off the menu. Of course, now, when I wasn't the only cook, he took them off the menu. When I was the only cook, he had me doing pizzas and everything. He does not mind working his employees to the ground. This is the reason why I'm coming up with this 2-year plan to stop working for people, man, because most supervisors I've worked for some decent people, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say they were all assholes. I will say that most women supervisors that I worked with were a little bit crazy and a little bit over the top, but I got along with them, and other employees didn't, but I understood why the other employees didn't get along with them. These soul-sucking ass jobs, though, you know I got bad feet, and you'll still schedule me full-time without even asking me, hey, is this okay? Still schedule me a 9-hour shift without saying, hey, is this okay, when my feet really go bad after, I really can only handle a 5 or 6 hour shift. You schedule me 9 hours without even asking. But it's okay, because the day that I wake up and my feet hurting, I'll just call off for 2 days. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Either way, I have to get out of working for this man. I have to get out of this situation, y'all. I really hate working for people, man. It's just, and the more you work at another job, the less time you have to do what you're trying to do, whatever goals you're trying to reach, if you're trying to reach goals, y'all. So I feel like these jobs should just be a stepping stone, because they will use you and abuse you. It wasn't until the pandemic that these jobs started to appreciate their employees anyway, because they couldn't find any. Didn't nobody want to work. Then they realized just how special their employees are. But these jobs are going right back to their asshole ways. And, that's why I got to kind of get out of this, because I was supposed to start a new job, y'all. I got hired, but I didn't start, because that day that I was supposed to start, my feet started hurting. I was like, man, I wonder if this guy giving me a sign like, hey, man, you don't need 2 jobs. Focus on your business plan, because I do have a 2-year business plan, y'all. I did upload a video of me rapping and making the beat. Now, yes, that rap was not my style of rap. It was like a boom bap style rap. I'm known for my flow and my lyrics. So that wasn't a perfect beat for me to display that on. And just to let y'all know, that beat wasn't mixed. The vocals weren't mixed. But either way, I'm getting better as an engineer and as a producer. I have a 2-year plan that once I have enough beats in my arsenal to put online, I'll start selling beats online, maybe 20 beats. Once I get 20 beats or 15 or so, I'll throw them online onto a beat store. Build a following on YouTube. Like these videos right here, they're gonna get better. Build a following on this channel and my music channel. Improve as an engineer over the next 2 years. Improve as a producer over the next 2 years. Eventually start, which I already do, but I'll actually start advertising studio time locally. Maybe a mobile studio, I'm not sure. I might start doing a mobile studio setup, offering it locally, and then offering my services online for people who need their songs mixed. And this is my 2-year plan. Also, merchandise. Even on this channel, like I said, these videos are generic as hell, y'all. I'll pull out my phone and press record. But it won't stay like this. Eventually, I'll plan on making these videos more professional, and it'll be more of a podcast setup to where I'll be interviewing people. Like, we do the men versus women thing. I'll actually be sitting down and interviewing maybe two men and 2 women, and asking them some of these controversial questions. So I will have shows like that. Then I'll have shows where I even go interview religious people. If I can find some racist people, interview some racist people, get their thoughts on racism. All type of shit, I'll ask y'all what y'all want to hear, who y'all want to see me interview. I'd like to interview some hood rats. I'd like to interview some foreigners, see how they feel about this trash ass America. just little shit like that, just different things, anything that I'm interested in, really. Controversial topics. I love the debates. I love science versus religion, men versus women, things like that. I've always been interested in those things, which will force me to study more, open up the Bible, open up the Quran, open up the certain little books that I have, like psychology books and things like that, and Neil deGrasse Tyson books, and start brushing back up on those things again, so I can get a little bit sharp for these videos that I'm gonna start doing, and they'll actually be professional. They'll actually have editing, you know what I mean? They'll actually go through an editor instead of just me pressing record and uploading on my phone. But you know what? My channel has slowly grown. I think since I've been back on this channel, I've probably gotten another close to 15 subscribers. I'll take it. You know what I mean? 15 subscribers, close to that in like 3 weeks. I'll take it. Because it hasn't even been a month. So it's a slow grind. That's why I said 2 years, hopefully one of my channels, either the music channel or this channel, will have 1,000 subscribers in 2 years. And close to it. I'm sure it'll be close to it. So that's my plan, y'all. I'm trying to get away from these asshole jobs, these dickhead jobs. Let me know how y'all feel. What do y'all feel about y'all job? Do y'all hate working a 9 to 5? Do you hate, not even just because you're a misanthrope, because you don't like people, but just, working for somebody else to help their dreams come true instead of focusing on your own dreams. Because these jobs really will pull it out of you, bro. These jobs really are soul sucking. I remember when I knew that I was working for this Spanish lady, this Mexican lady, very pretty lady too. She was a pretty lady. Anyway, she was telling me how over in Mexico, it's not like that. They pretty much, it's way more laid back. It's not as stressful over in Mexico as it is in America, because here everybody's chasing the bag, everybody's working, everybody has to work to survive. There is more laid back. I think as long as they got food and shelter, they good. They don't really got to work for 40 hours a week. It's more just spending time with family and enjoying nature and stuff like that. How I feel like it's supposed to be as humans. Like, as a human, let's say I build a house. Let's say we go back to the days. I build me a house. I have to go hunting every once in a while. Okay, every day probably I gotta go hunting. That's a job. I gotta go hunting. Maybe I gotta go get some wood when it's cold to warm the house up and shit like that. Other than that, I mean, how long does that take? 5 or 10 hours to do all that, if that? That's not a 40-hour, a day job. This is almost like slavery. 40 hours a week working for a job that doesn't give a fuck about you. My feet are bad. This job don't give a fuck about me. He don't care if my feet are hurting, but I care. So that's why I decided this summer not to dedicate myself to any of these jobs. I will be taking vacations. I don't know if I ever told you, I've never really been out of this state like that at all. So this summer I will be enjoying myself, going to North Carolina to visit my sister, probably going to Georgia to visit my I call him my brother, but because I've known him for so long, since I was 12, maybe even younger. And I'm gonna enjoy myself this summer, even if that means losing my job. I need to get another pickup truck because my pickup truck is down, and then if I had my pickup truck, I wouldn't have to work any of these jobs. I could just make $200 a week working part-time out of my pickup truck. And I know y'all $200 a week ain't shit, but that's the whole point of me saying living at my at a very minimal state, and focusing on getting better as an engineer, working on my business plan, how I'm gonna do my promotion, how I'm gonna do the marketing, for the podcasting too, for this channel, how I'm gonna grow this channel. But like I said, this channel is gonna grow slowly. It's been growing slowly. I notice, when I put out videos, I get subscribers here and there. And as long as my videos become more professional and more consistent, this channel will grow. And I believe in that. And I believe in, 3 things that I've been doing all my life is music, food, and merchandise. And those are the 3 avenues I'll be taking in order to stop working for people. Because, understand this. I'm making $16 an hour right now. The most I've ever made at a job was $50,000 a year. I can get $16 an hour as an engineer. You know what I mean? I can charge $20 an hour as an engineer right now. Or just things that aren't as direct, like selling beats online, or once I get enough YouTube subscribers, making money off YouTube. I don't care if it's a couple $100 a month. It is what it is. Either way, what I'm trying to say is, that $16 an hour, 40 hours a week, probably gets you about 40 times 16. I think that's 640 or something like that. So after taxes, it probably gets you $1,000 check, $2,000 a month, or let's just say before taxes, you're making about $2,500 a month. You can make that on your own. That's what I think that's 30,000 a year. I mean, that ain't nothing. Like, that's what I'm making right now, like minimal. Is what I'm making, about 30,000 a year. So I can make that with music without having to go into this so sucking ass job. So if I can make 30 or 40,000 on music and it's enough for me to pay my bills, I'll be happy with that job. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to stop there. I'm not happy with 30 or 40,000 a year. It's not enough money for me. I need more than that so I can get out the struggle. I'm tired of living in the ghetto. I'm tired of, this is a decent neighborhood, but still, as soon as you step outside, you will get shit stolen in this neighborhood. My bike has gotten stolen out here, all type of shit. But as soon as you go a little bit further down here, you got meth heads and homeless people, and this ain't the ghetto like I'm used to, but it's still, I want to go just somewhere quiet and ducked off and peaceful, y'all. I really want to be somewhere in a fucking cabin in the forest or something, man. Anyways, that's my plan. Get out of these so-sucking 9-to-5 jobs and get somewhere, y'all. My name's Ebenezer. This is The Hidden Channel. Thank y'all for y'all support. Hopefully this channel continues to grow. And let's see how this 2-year plan works out. Y'all will be with me every step of the way. Adios.